Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. You join me in the brand new drivetrain production car. This is a new Land Rover Discovery Sport. It's the D250 and it should make for an awesome production vehicle for going out and filming videos. It's actually had its first shoot. We were up filming the very start of the Ford Mondeo restoration that'll be coming to the Drive Tribe YouTube channel very soon. But I thought I'd try something a little bit different today. I'm in a very privileged position where I get asked what I want for Christmas from family and friends, and I have to have a rummage around the internet for some cool stuff for them to get me. And in doing so, I thought I'd share those things with you guys to maybe give you guys some ideas for gifts as well, stuff for yourself, and also stuff for petrolhead friends of yours. Before I start though, I have smashed the corner of my phone. And as you can see, the way it's smashed, I've now got a ghost of myself just here. And then there's a crack just there as well. So I'm going to be moving about and you're going to see this other Mike Fernie just here the entire time. So enjoy that. So let's kick things off with something that may seem a little bit boring, but for me is very important. This is a mini tripod. And I attach my phone to the top of this and have filmed numerous videos for my own channel with this setup. Obviously, when we're filming Drive Tribe videos, it's on big cameras, filming in 4K, all the good stuff. But for my channel, I like to keep things fairly simple and just use my phone, which I'm filming on right now, and it just attaches onto the top of this. And having a tripod makes such a difference to certain shots. If you're just filming handheld most of the time, it can be a bit shaky and I don't know, I feel like you can tell very quickly that it's not the most professional thing in the world. But get yourself a tripod and suddenly you can set it up wherever you want, you can present to it, you can get nice smooth shots of the car for B-roll and stuff. It's also got a little spirit level there to make sure you're nice and flat. And yeah, this is really handy. You can get one with fairly decent legs on it for under 30 quid. I think this one cost me 24. So if you hop onto Amazon, search phone tripod or mini tripod, there's actually quite a few examples of this sort of thing. If you want to start your own YouTube channel or you want to just film some cars for a bit of fun, get yourself one of these. Now speaking of Amazon, I'm looking to put this video out on Black Friday, so there'll be a whole load of deals kicking around Amazon at this time of year. So if there's something you specifically want, or maybe something I show you in this video, you think, oh, I fancy a bit of that, hop onto Amazon. I've put links in the description to each thing I'm going to go through, and yeah, maybe give it a buy if you fancy it. The next thing I want to talk about, speaking of Amazon, its origins, is a couple of books. I'm really into automotive books when you fancy just learning a bit more than what the internet can tell you about a car. You could call it becoming an armchair expert on certain cars. A book is never going to give you the entire story. You need to go and chat to people that developed the car, designed the car, all that kind of stuff. But I think reading a book about it, say by one of the designers or someone that was involved in the project of a car, just elevates your knowledge to that other level. So, for example, bit of an exclusive here for the Drive Tribe channel, I'm looking to get a Jaguar XJ220 on the channel, a very special one in particular, and that was actually from a video we filmed recently, the Aston Martin Vantage V600. I did a sort of call to action at the end of that to message me or tag me on Instagram with what 90 supercar you guys would like on the channel next, and a lot of you wanted the Jag. So I've actually had this for a while, but it's now going to come in very handy. It's the inside story of the Jaguar XJ220. Now this is specific to me, and I'm going to read this over Christmas. If you have a car that you're looking to just know more about, something you want to just dive in and find all the nooks and crannies of how it was developed, Amazon is a great place for that. Not just Amazon, the internet, finding books on the internet, or maybe even a bookshop. If there's a car section, go diving in there. And maybe that should be your festive period project, becoming an armchair expert on a specific car so that you just know a bit more than what, say, Wikipedia could tell you. Another book that I've been meaning to get for ages and that I've never just come around to buying it is Adrian Newey's book called How to Build a Car. Ooh, there's a big cat. Big ginger cat. Don't you scratch my car. Yes, Adrian Newey. He wrote a book, that must have been about 3 years ago now, called How to Build a Car, very modest, and it goes into, I imagine, how he designed all of his championship winning F1 cars, all the aerodynamic innovations that he explored from, well, I guess it's about the 80s onwards. So yeah, I really fancy that for Christmas. I think I'm going to be straight onto Amazon after this to buy that actually. But there's some incredibly interesting stories, and I hear he has some pretty nasty things to say about the Jaguar F1 team, who I was a bit of a fanboy for, so I'm looking forward to read that. Another book that has really grabbed my attention recently, if you keep up with your car news, is a book called Porsche Unseen. Now, weirdly, we did a video at the Goodwood Speed Week on the 919 hybrid LMP1 car, and how that technology could stem into a road-going hypercar. There's apparently a V6 derived from the 919's V4 on a shelf in Porsche somewhere, and they're maybe going to put it in a road-going hypercar. And what happens a week after we post that video? Well, Porsche reveals a whole load of concepts that have been sitting in Stuttgart and have never seen the light of day before. And along with it, they've unveiled a book or magazine called Porsche Unseen, which takes you through the story of each. And the one that really grabs my attention is the Porsche 919 Street, I think they've called it. I wish it was called the Strassen version, but hey ho. I would love to dive into that book because I am obsessed with companies that needed to homologate a racing car for the road, and they've literally detuned it very slightly, slight redesign, and then slap number plates on it, and that's exactly what the 919 Street is. So reading about that, along with a whole load of other Porsche concepts, hypercars, supercars, and I think there's even a minivan in it, should be super interesting. So I don't think that's available on Amazon, but I have seen it available on classicdriver.com. As I said, I'll leave a link below. You guys can click on that. I think it's quite expensive. It's about 68 euros. I don't know what that equates to, like 55 quid, 60 quid. But if you can afford it, that should be a very interesting and cool souvenir to have. When it comes to buying gifts for a petrolhead, you cannot go wrong with a 1:18 scale model. I did a video sort of early 2020 at the start of lockdown that went through my 1:18 car collection, and it went down really well with the audience. So there's obviously a lot of model car fans in the Drive Tribe audience. I'm always looking to add to my collection, but I think one of my favourites, which you can get on Amazon, is the No Rev Peugeot 905. So a sort of late Group C car, naturally aspirated V10. A stunning white and black livery going on, huge rear wing. I absolutely love that car, and I will put a picture just here with the price. I actually think it's fairly good value. I think it's on Amazon right now for cheaper than I bought it. I think I bought mine at Goodwood Festival of Speed in 2019. Absolutely love that car, and there's a whole load of other 1:18 cars on Amazon as well. So if you just want to type in your favorite car and then just put 1:18 at the end of it in the Amazon search bar, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it. So get cracking with that, or it might be a gift for someone else. If you know what someone else's favorite car is, you can find some pretty good value 1:18s, which are always a nice size. 1:43 is okay, but 1:18 is always great to have. So yeah, have a search for some cool or maybe geeky car models. I'm filming this the day after our Connaught V10 reveal video has come out, and that was sponsored by Turtle Wax. And it's weird, before the sponsorship even happened, I've been using Turtle Wax on the cars that I have. They have this really effective waterless cleaner. It's basically like an instant detailer. So whenever I turn up at a shoot or an event, it's called the waterless wash and wax, and you literally spray the car down, give it a wipe down, and all the mud and grime just comes straight off it, and your car is gleaming within a couple of minutes. So I really recommend it. Turtle Wax do a whole host of other products, but the one I use most frequently is that waterless cleaner because it's just a really handy thing to have. I think it's actually on offer right now on Amazon for under a tenner. I think it's 8 quid roughly. I'll put a picture here, make sure that's right. I really recommend it. If you want to basically turn up somewhere and make your car, it's not going to be gleaming as if you've given it a full wash. It will make your car look decent when otherwise we'd be looking a bit grimy. So yeah, I'd definitely give that stuff a try. So that's it. Something a bit different for this channel, but I just thought with Black Friday being today when I post this, it'll give you guys some ideas to head online and see what's cooking. Maybe you fancy some of the stuff that I've said in this video, or maybe it's inspired you to find other things, other car books or other car models or other car cleaning products that you've always fancied and just never really bothered buying. So yeah, hopefully I can inspire you into some very cool petrolhead car gifts. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and see you again next time. Say bye-bye to my little ghost here. I hope he wasn't too annoying.